I think this is going to work. 2024 has not been my year. Turns out you can set whatever intentions you like, but sometimes the universe has other plans. 2024 did start out really optimistically, and then things got crazy. 2024, it turns out, was also a year of change, but this time the change was not decisions that I made. It was not things that I had control over. The change was just stuff happening in my life. I would like to say that I handled this well. I would like to say I handled this the best way that I know how to. But I don't know that either of those things are true. What is true is that I got really stuck, and I think even now I'm still in the process of trying to get unstuck. Which brings us to today's video. At the top of this piece of paper, I have written "Challenge your beliefs," and below it, I have written a series of beliefs that I have about myself, and none of them are good. What I'd like to do is lay out these beliefs so I can take a good hard look at them and try to challenge them, to reframe them, to twist them around and see them a little differently and see that they aren't all true, even if they are things that I believe. I am in part inspired by John Green, who earlier this year took the month of July off from the internet to deal with his mental health. And in the video where he said he was doing that, John said that he had been a little bit demented by despair. And at that point, I was just thinking, yeah, you nailed it. I'm feeling that. A little bit demented by despair. And as we go through this list, I think it's going to be helpful to remember that these are things that I have believed about myself and sometimes do believe about myself, but usually when I am a little bit demented by despair. To help me with my reframe, I'm going to be using this list, 20 questions to challenge negative thoughts. It comes from Northeastern Ohio University's Colleges of Medicine and Pharmacy, and I will have it linked in the doobly-doo so you can look at it too. These questions are broken up into different categories, including what's the evidence, what alternatives are there, what's the effect of my thinking, and so on. I've got my list here in my notebook, but to make things a little more visually interesting, I'm going to copy out these beliefs onto sticky notes and paste them up onto the wall. We're back. It's a new day. The light is doing whatever it's doing, and we've got all of these thoughts to reframe. And actually, I have one more that I want to put on the wall. Okay, there you have it. 10 thoughts on the wall. Hey team, editing Alicia here. I know 10 negative thoughts is a hell of a cliffhanger, but in the interest of making this just a little bit more manageable for me and giving myself the editing time, I'm going to break here and we'll just call that our part 1 introduction to this series. We'll be back another day to challenge the first of those negative thoughts and later on through the month. Till then, my friends and fellow VEDSies, I will see all of you tomorrow. I have to say that there's this little piece of me that wants to just like take those sticky notes and just I don't know, maybe that would be just as useful. Guess we'll see.